Hey guys, it's Jonathan, Wrestling Talking Shop, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do Today in Wrestling History for May the 17th. On this day in 1963, Bruno Sammartino defeated the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers by submission to win the WWF World Heavyweight title in Madison Square Garden in New York City. This was the first time the championship would change hands, and so Sammartino would go on to reign as champion for almost 8 years. And on this day in 1992, the fourth and final WCW Wrestler War pay-per-view took place in Jacksonville, Florida. In the main event War Games match, Sting Squadron, Sting, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, Nikita Koloff defeated the Dangerous Alliance, Steve Austin, Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, and Larry Zbyszko. Also, the Steiner brothers won the IWGP Tag Team Championships on the same card. And on this day in 1993, on the live edition of Monday Night Raw from Manhattan Center in New York, Marty Jannetty defeated Shawn Michaels to win the Intercontinental title. And on this day in 1997, The Undertaker defeated Mankind and retained the WWF Champion in a lumberjack match at a WWF house show in Madison Square Garden. And on this day in 1998, in the main event of WCW Slamboree from Massachusetts, Sting and the Giant defeated the Outsiders Scott Hall and Kevin Nash to win the WCW World Tag Team Champions. Also, Diamond Dallas Page defeated Raven in a death match. It was called a Bowery death match. Bret Hart picked up a disqualification win over Randy Savage, and Dean Malenko defeated Chris Jericho for the Cruiserweight Champion. In addition, Eddie Guerrero pinned Ultimate Dragon. Goldberg defeated Perry Saturn to retain the U.S. Champion. And on this day in 2003, Samoa Joe retained the ROH World Heavyweight title against the Zebra Kid at ROH/FWA Frontier of Horror at York Hall in London, England. AJ Styles pinned Johnny Storm, and Christopher Daniels defeated Johnny Fish in the main event. And on this day in 2004, on the WWE Raw from San Diego, California, Kane won a 20-man battle royal to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Champion at the upcoming Raw exclusive Bad Blood pay-per-view. Trish Stratus pinned Lita in the opening match, and Chris Benoit and Edge retained the World Tag Team titles against Batista and Intercontinental Champion Randy Orton in the main event. And on this day in 2009, Edge pinned Jeff Hardy to retain the World Heavyweight Champion in the main event of WWE Judgment Day from Chicago. Also on the card, John Cena defeated Big Show, and Batista won by disqualification had a disqualification win over WWE Champion Randy Orton in the main event. Rey Mysterio pinned Chris Jericho to retain the Intercontinental Champion. And on this day in 2010, Bret Hart defeated The Miz for the U.S. title in a no rules match on Raw from Toronto. Hart quickly vacated the title, and this would be the last championship he won in his career. And on this day in 2011, at the TNA wrestling tapings in Orlando, Florida, Eric Young defeated Gunner for the TNA television title. And on this day in 2015, in the main event of WWE Payback from Baltimore, Seth Rollins retained the WWE World Heavyweight Champion against Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns in a fatal four-way match. And on this day in 2020, Shad Gaspard passed away. The deal behind that, I think his son was drowning, and he went out to save his son and ended up drowning himself. I mean, he really is a true hero. Rest in peace to him. I mean, you don't get too many true heroes in professional wrestling, but he's one. I mean, he should win. You know, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I know he won the Warrior Award, but he really is a true hero. But that's going to wrap it up for Today in Wrestling History, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.